every time you open AI, it has no idea who you are. You've told it your brand voice 17 times. You've explained your audience in every session. You've typed avoid jargon and keep it under 150 words so many times that now your fingers do it automatically. It's like having a brilliant colleague with complete amnesia. Every morning they show up, sit down, they look at you, like literally just stare and say, so, what do we do again? There is a fix for this. Okay. Three of them actually. I'm going to show you actually what they are and which one fits your situation very well. The top three are cloud projects, Gemini gems, custom GPTs, and I'm going to explain all three in 2 minutes and then show you how to set it up on screen. So let's go. The idea behind all three of these features is the same. Instead of starting every AI session from scratch, like a blank slate, no context, you explaining yourself again and again, you set things up once and you give AI everything it needs to know about your work, your voice, your role, your audience, your constraints, every single thing at once. Okay. And from that point on, every session already has that context loaded in. Think of the difference between a filing cabinet or a shelf and a new hire. Okay, so a filing cabinet holds your documents. It doesn't know anything about your business. You have to dig through it every time you need something. So you go on the shelf or the cabinet and you keep digging yourself. Whereas there is a new hire who's been properly onboarded, knows your business, the voice, everything, and you give them a task and they already understand the context. So no digging or re-explaining, it's just work. That's what a configured AI gives you. You do the onboarding once, and every session after that, it already knows everything that it needs to know. Now, the three tools cloud projects, Claude projects, Gemini gems, custom GPTs, they are all solving the same problem, but in slightly different ways. And which one should you use depends entirely on what you're trying to do. All right, so first up, it's Claude projects, an evolving workspace that grows with your work. Okay, so this is best for ongoing projects, campaigns, or any work that builds over time. Great for solo users and teams on Claude. Here is an example for it. Like imagine you're running a content campaign, you upload your brief, your audience, your research, brand guidelines, etc. Now, every conversation you have inside that project remembers all of it. 2 weeks in, and you can say, based on what we're building, what we've been building, and it knows exactly what you mean. And the key thing about projects is it's not a fixed configuration. So it's a living workspace. You can, like, the content grows with every conversation. You are not just like setting rules once, you're like building a richer picture of your work over time, right? Now we move to the next card, which is Gemini Gems. Okay, this is a task specialist that follows you everywhere in Google. Okay, so it is best for anyone who lives in Google Workspace, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, perfect for repetitive tasks like you do the same way every single time. And here is an example. If you can imagine, like you create a social copy gem with your brand guidelines and tone and voice loaded in. Now you use it in Gmail to draft email campaigns, in the docs to write content briefs, and in Gemini Web to brainstorm captions. Same context everywhere without like repasting your brief each time. Gems are honestly brilliant if you are a heavy Google Workspace user. The portability is the feature. Your configured assistant shows up in whatever Google app you're working on. Now we move to the final part, which is custom GPTs or custom chat GPT. It's a fixed shareable AI persona that you configure once and then you distribute it. It's best for teams that need consistent outputs from multiple people like freelancers, contractors, distributed teams. It's It was available for free, but as on the date of recording this video, it requires a ChatGPT Plus subscription. So that's a little drawback there. But if I had to give you a real example, imagine like you are a marketing manager with like five freelancers and you build a brand voice GPT. So your tone, guidelines, your words to avoid, your audience description, everything is baked in permanently. And now you just share this link. So every freelancer now produces on brand copy without you really needing to brief each one individually. Custom GPTs are the most fixed of the three that so you set them up and then they stay that way. That rigidity is actually a feature when you need kind of consistency in the team. So it depends on the work that you want to do. But now to the main question, which one should you use? Okay, here is my honest suggestion. Do not follow a decision guide just yet. Go for whatever you've already been using because then you will have fun with it. Okay. If you use Claude as your main tool, start with projects. It's free, it's powerful, and the growing context is genuinely useful for most professionals at work. If you live in Google Workspace and do a lot of the same task repeatedly, set up a gem. It will follow you across, like I said, all Google apps without you doing anything extra. And if you need to maintain a consistent brand voice, like the example I gave before, across a distributed team, and you are on Google Plus, you are on ChatGPT Plus, then Custom GPT is what you need. All right. Now, if you're not sure, I would suggest you start with Claude projects because it's the most flexible of the three and it's the easiest to get value from immediately. Let me show you how to set up one because I definitely use a lot of it. So let's go. Let me open Claude first. Claude.ai here, and let me go on the left side. You can see projects. You can just click on projects here. As you can see, I already use a lot of these, but I'll create a new one to show you. So we create a new project, and right now let me type YouTube content uh, self craft. Okay, and you can also give your goals and what you want to achieve. You can make it as specific as you want, but I'll just write content machine here for now for simplicity, and I'll go on create project. Okay, so now when I create project, you see the interface is really simple. Here you add your instructions, here you upload your files, and this is where you can start chatting with it. So in the instructions, I'll add everything that I want, which is my brand voice, my brand tone, what have I done so far, who is my audience, and which is why I've kept this detailed brief ready. Okay, so I just paste it here. Okay, what do I want? What do I don't want? I don't want jargons. I want this tone, this voice, everything. Okay, and I go and save instructions. I can also add some files. So I did keep some of the files super handy in the music section here. So these are the two that I can just directly upload on whatever I have done so far on YouTube, which is the entire course, etc. But now I want to have more content around these. Now that I have already added these, make sure that whenever you add your description, you add every single thing you wanted to know, and then the relevant files that you feel would be important for it to analyze um, more of your brand tone. Now, look what I type. I just want to say, come up with content ideas for Women's Day. Okay, it is super generic, and there is a reason why I have put it like that because I want it to just simply have the laziest brief ever. Okay, so now when I send this, look what it comes up with, and it is taking this long because it has already taken into consideration all of the instructions, all of the files, everything that has been uploaded. Now, do you notice it's a very vague prompt and really vague brief, but it gives me exactly what I needed. Like she's managing everything, AI helps her manage her team. The unpaid mental load has a workaround now. And again, everything will somewhere be tied to AI. So show how AI can handle three different of those tasks. I used to think AI was for people smarter than me. And everything that you see here is all AI related. And that is because I've already given it that kind of a brief. Okay, and now it has even gone a step further to say what is it needed. Like there is a story post, there is a relatable post, a carousal kind of post, personal, reflective, everything. Okay, so you see the kind of depth it provides the minute you give it all the information. And this is not just here. And as you can see, I'm out of messages. It's a free one. I'm using a free plan, and still it is so convenient and so interesting, right? So that is what I wanted to show you. You can set up it on Gemini Gems or Custom GPT, but this is the crux of it. Now the side by side of which is which. Here's the full picture of all three of these tools side by side. I'll put it on screen. It's worth pausing here if you want to take a screenshot of it or go through it in detail. But in short, projects grow with you, gems travel with you in Google, and custom GPTs stay consistent for a team and for freelancers. Different tools for different jobs, and now you know which job each one is built for. This video is a part of the full course on AI for non-tech professionals. The playlist link is in the description. Do check it out. Now you've given prompts, workflows, and now you've even configured AI that knows your work. Now, what if some of this ran without you starting it at all? That's automation. And it has a lot less, it is a lot less technical than it sounds. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in the next video. So stay tuned. Bye bye.